Hi, I'm Eve Samples, Executive Director at Friends of the Everglades. So we've been following the new Lake Okeechobee plan for about 4 years now, and we were on track to get a better, not perfect, but better Lake O plan called LOSOM this summer, around June. However, on March 15th, the Army Corps of Engineers announced that we're going to have to wait another 6 months. The reason is a federal agency, the National Marine Fisheries Service, wants to take a closer look at the impact that LOSOM will have on red tide and specifically sea turtles. So the agency has to submit what's called a biological opinion on LOSOM's impacts, and that's required by the Endangered Species Act. So this takes some time. What does the delay mean practically? Well, it's going to force us to live with the old lake plan, unfortunately, through this year's rainy season. That's concerning to us because an intense algae bloom is predicted this year, and we've already seen toxic algae in Lake Okeechobee and the estuaries. So yes, it's absolutely important to properly evaluate the effects of Lake Okeechobee discharges on red tide and sea turtles. And actually, research has already shown that Lake O discharges exacerbate the effects of red tide. The west coast of Florida is currently dealing with a severe red tide outbreak, as pictured in the photo behind me from Sanibel Island. That said, it's also important not to delay moving to an improved lake plan. 6 months is an awfully long time to wait for relief, especially with the conditions we're looking at this summer. So the bottom line is that this delay could make the St. Lucie and Caloosahatchee estuaries more vulnerable to toxic algae discharges this rainy season. The Army Corps of Engineers is promising to be flexible as it operates the lake under the old plan. However, we know the new plan would have brought more safeguards. So we'll keep you posted as the LOSOM plan inches closer to the finish line. It's been a really long process, but we're sticking with it. And in the meantime, you can visit everglades.org for more information. Thanks.